All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go.
I think you need,
She told me to do it, just so you know. All right, good evening and welcome to the November 26th meeting of the Pequannock Township Council. Ms. Marsh?
In accordance with the requirements of New Jersey's Open Public Meetings Act, notice of this meeting was included in the annual meeting notice, which was filed in the office of the Township Clerk, posted on the bulletin board of the municipal building, published as a legal notice in the Suburban Trends and Daily Record newspapers, and distributed to all persons requesting notice in accordance with Township policy.
Thank you so much. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance, followed by a prayer and a moment of thanks for individuals serving our nation. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Most gracious Providence, we ask that you bless this governing body with an abundance of wisdom and understanding so that every deliberation will result in action which will promote the common good and the general welfare for all of the people of Pequannock Township. Amen.
Amen. Amen. Thank you. Ms. Marsh, please call the roll.
Mr. Dreesy?
Present somewhere.
We have a telephone here. Mrs. Florence Lynch?
Here.
Mr. Cole?
Here.
Mrs. Russell?
Here.
Mayor Hurd?
I am here. All right, first thing on the agenda is presentations. That's why everybody's here tonight. Thank you very much, everybody. I appreciate your time. Council, would you like to come down with me? All right, so you're all back. You had a wonderful year. This is a big deal. Not only because you guys worked so hard and you won, but some of you I've known for the past 4+ years. Some of you I've just seen for this year. But I've always been amazed by how hard you guys work. You know, it starts before band camp. You got the mini band camp. You're working for 3 hours a day, then 6 hours a day, and then we go away. What happens in band camp stays in band camp, right? But we have a lot of fun. I've never seen a bunch of people work so hard in my life. And I get to see it from back then, when it's hot, or this year it was freezing, but from then all the way to the end of the season. And I see how much you guys work. You come back from band camp and then, boom, Tuesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, Saturdays, then we do competition. Of course, I'm biased, but I believe that you guys are the most hardworking people in the high school. With that said, I want to say that you guys are amazing and you guys also inspire me because of how hard you work. And I see it there when we were at States and you guys gave it your all. You literally left it on the field and I couldn't be more proud of you. So, first place right there. We're going to get a wonderful picture with everybody. So what I want to do is I want to read this, because this is for you guys. This is about you. Each and every one of you deserves this because of how hard you work from day one all the way through states and national. All right? So I got to put these on because I'm getting old. Very funny. Whereas the Pequannock Township Council is proud to honor and recognize the Pequannock Township High School Marching Band with their award-winning performance of Oceans Away as the 2024 U.S. Bands Group 3 Open New Jersey State Championships. And whereas the marching band, now competing in the advanced class of Open Class, has had one of its best years yet, achieving remarkable success by winning first place in every competition, leading up to and including New Jersey State Champions. On one occasion, the band secured 2 first-place wins in a single day, earning captions for Best Effect, Best Music, Best Visual, Best Color Guard, Best Percussion. If there was any other best things, you guys would probably win it anyway. The season concluded with a bronze medal at the U.S. Band's National Championship. Whereas their individual talents, outstanding teamwork, and efforts under the leadership of band director Anthony Streifer, with assistant director Grant Sibble, as well as the design staff, instructional staff, award-winning pit crew.
Did you slip that into yourself?
I must have been Carol.
Do you need to add that the email, Carol?
What happens in the clerk's office?
Anyway, the award-winning pit crew earned the Pequannock Township High School Marching Band the admiration of the school and the community. Now, therefore, be it resolved by Mayor Ryan Hurd and the Township Council of Pequannock in the County of Morris, in the state of New Jersey, that the Township Council, on behalf of the entire community, hereby recognizes the Pequannock Township High School Marching Band for their exceptional efforts and proclaims this day, November 26, 2024, as Pequannock Township High School Marching Band Day. This is for you, sir. I don't know how he does it. Because whenever you're like, hey, band, they automatically listen. And in my house, the Hurd household with 3 boys, they never listen, right, Miley? But, again, if it wasn't for you and your staff, I don't know how you do it, and I'm there a lot, but you pull the absolute best out of these young adults. It is so cool, and I wish you the best of luck year after year after year. You have created such an amazing program, and it shows by the dedication. Well, I gotta do my selfie, of course. All right,
Which is
guys.
really just going to be his head, and it's not even...
I'll let you choose anything. All right, so I'm gonna take a nice picture of everybody. Go ahead, you can stand up there. Yeah, go ahead up.
Yeah, turn around, guys.
You guys want to get in there with them?
All right, I'm gonna take a picture of everybody's turn. All right, everybody, now what? Ready?
Selfie.
All right, so we're gonna do a nice one.
First, you need to move.
All right, ready, guys? 3, 2, 1. Let's do it! Yeah! Come on, get it out there! All right, now the town council.
You have to scoot just so we can get a good one.
All right, guys, you want to stand up? I don't know if it's gonna
That's Sean, yeah.
Back 3 rows up. Back 3 rows down.
You're going to give us
Yeah.
All right, ready? Everybody look out.
All right. If you guys can't see me, I can't see you. So. Cool.
Awesome.
All right.
There you go.
Anybody want to hang out for a long drive meeting? No. Continued success.
Bye, guys. Thank you for everything. You do a great job. Keep it up.
Two.
Oh,
Thank you. think so. I think so. We'll see.
Yeah, no. What? I go to the shop right today and make sure I get there by like 1 o'clock to kind of beat the crowd. And it's pretty busy. Yeah, well, it was crowded walking around, but I checked out, no problem. When I get home, I drive home, I forgot my food. I have to go back to night shift. Yeah, that's the one thing, like, I need. Like, I have to get a Buddha fish because I've been out of caffeine for a day. So after the meeting, I gotta run down. I have no clue. The whole thing is, it'll take me the time, the difference in time it takes to run. I'll be walking around Stop and Shop longer than the cafe.
Maybe.
No, you know what's funny? I don't have the heart.
My daughter also put her back.
Oh, yeah.
It's wonderful to see her. She comes here. It's not, to say the least.
Okay,
He is adorable. He's one of these miniature things. About this one.
Yeah, just quick. I got to change the date on the time.
I'll look at my hand.
Did I forget?
It's just Thursday's the birthday.
Uh-oh, we should have said that in public.
I'm driving. Yep. What's the date for?
Oh, gosh.
That's fine. I changed everything else. So we'll need 3 more.
What's the matter?
Forgot to change the date and stuff.
I missed one thing. All righty, that was fun. But I need my keys. Next. Boy, nobody's here. All right, are there any reports?
6 people.
Yes. At this time, are there reports or comments from any of the volunteers serving our community? Seeing none. Public comment. Next on the agenda is public comment. This period will be limited to a total of 30 minutes. An additional period for public comment is reserved later in the meeting. We welcome comments, suggestions, and questions during the comment period. However, the purpose of this is to allow public comment, not to engage in a dialogue. If you have a specific question, please feel free to pose it and then follow up with staff via telephone or email. As a reminder, comments are limited to 3 minutes. If anybody wishes to address the council, please wait to be recognized, come to the microphone, and provide your name for the record. I think that took longer than 3 seconds, 3 minutes alone. Anybody? No? Okay. Move right along. Next on agenda is manager's report. Mr. Brewer.
Thank you, Mayor, members of council. 2 items in my written report. There are 3 ordinances for the council's consideration this evening and scheduled for public hearing. With respect to the first cottage food home occupation ordinance, as noted at the last council meeting, the planning board has yet to provide a review and determination of consistency or a lack of consistency. My understanding is they're going to be meeting on December 2nd. So as we get to that, my recommendation would be to open the public hearing, hear any member of the public who would like to speak on it, and carry it to the meeting on December 10th.
So we're not going to vote on it.
Right, we have to wait for the...
Yeah, we have to either wait for the time period to elapse, which it has not, or a determination from the planning board.
Got it.
And then the next item is just a positive thing. The township made an application to the State Department of Transportation for their municipal aid grant funding and received the sum amount requested, which is very unusual, of $280,000. This is for Sunset Roads Phase 1, which is in proximity to the high school and addresses some pedestrian safety issues.
Thank you very much.
Unless there's any questions, that is my brief report.
That's all I have. Any questions from council?
No, thank you.
Excellent. Thank you for that $280,000. That's beautiful. Put it in our budget. Okay. Next on the agenda is public hearing on ordinance number 2024-18. Ms. Marsh?
Ordinance 2024-18 is an ordinance amending Chapter 360 of the Code of the Township of Pequannock and adding cottage food operations as an additional permitted home occupation use.
Excellent. Are there any comments from council on this?
No. Seemed like
Okay.
they covered everything.
Is there a motion to open to the public?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
If anyone in the audience has questions or comments on this ordinance, please come to the microphone and identify yourself for the record. Seeing none, is there a motion to close this public?
Oh, nope.
Whoops.
Nope, we're keeping it open.
Oh, we're just going to keep it open?
The recommendation is for
Yeah.
a motion to carry the public hearing without further notice to December 10th.
Can I get that motion?
I'll make that motion.
Can I get a
I'll
second?
second.
All in favor? Aye. So be it. Next on the agenda is the public hearing on ordinance number 2024-19. Ms. Marsh?
Ordinance 2024-19 is an ordinance amending Chapter 152 of the Township of Pequannock, of the Code of the Township of Pequannock, and revising the application fee for preliminary major non-residential site plans.
Got it. Are there any comments from council?
No, just thank you, Bob, and thank you, everyone that was involved in this, because anything we can do to help progress with making it a little easier to do stuff in town, I think is 100% the way we should be doing it.
Yeah, ditto.
I agree. Is there a motion to open the public hearing?
I'll make that motion.
Can I get a second? All in favor? Aye. If anyone in the audience has questions or comments on this ordinance, please come to the microphone and identify yourself for the record. Nobody's interested. Okay, is there a motion to close the public
make
hearing?
that motion.
Can I get a
I'll
second?
second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Is there a motion to adopt this ordinance?
I'll make a motion to adopt ordinance number 2024-19.
I'll second.
Roll call, please.
Mr. Dreesy?
Yes.
Mrs. Lawrence Lynch?
Yes.
Mr. Cole?
Yes.
Mrs. Russell?
Yes.
Mayor Hurd?
Yes. Next on the agenda is public hearing ordinance number 2024-20. Ms. Marsh?
Ordinance 2024-20 is an ordinance amending Chapter 152 of the Code of the Township of Pequannock and revising fees for certain parks and recreation activities and programs.
Thank you. Are there any comments from council?
No, again, good job internally with that.
Yeah,
Is there a motion to open to public hearing?
I'll make
Go ahead, Dave.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. If anyone in the audience has questions or comments on this ordinance, please come to the microphone and identify yourself for the record. Seeing none, is there a motion to close the public hearing?
I'll make that motion.
Second?
I'll second.
All in favor? Aye. Is there a motion to adopt this ordinance?
I'll make a motion to adopt ordinance number 2024-20.
I'll second.
Roll call, please.
Mr. Dreesy?
Yes.
Mrs. Lawrence Lynch?
Yes.
Mr. Cole?
Yes.
Mrs. Russell?
Yes.
Mayor Hurd?
Yes. All right, there's no more ordinances for introduction. Next on the agenda is resolutions. Ms. Marsh?
Beginning with Resolution R 2024-215, confirming the designated memberships in the Pequannock Township Fire Department. 2024-216, establishing the date of the 2025 reorganization meeting. 217, establishing meeting dates for the year 2025. 218, authorizing the execution of an amendment to deed of historic preservation easement from the Township of Pequannock to the Morris County Board of Chosen Freeholders on Block 1404, Lot 11, which is the Martin Berry House property. 2024-219, authorizing tax office refunds, overpayments, or cancellations. 220, authorizing release of deposits for construction in a township right-of-way. And R 2024-221, approving payment of the itemized claims as set forth on the November 22nd, 2024 bill list.
Thank you. Are there any comments on the resolutions
Yeah.
from council?
I have one on the 2025 meeting dates. I didn't think, but correct me if I'm wrong, I didn't think we decided to only do one meeting in September.
September.
Yeah, I was going to ask that because you got one meeting in
That's a
June,
mistake.
July, August, and September.
June, I was questioning as well, but that I could live with more than,
I think June, July, and August,
Yeah.
and
I
December.
agree. Yep, I agree to those four. I think we should add back the September, 2nd September.
can we do that? We must have talked about it, but
Sure.
it was...
The 23rd.
So
Tuesday, September 23rd, okay.
June, July, August, and December are the only months that have one meeting date.
Correct.
December could have 2 if needed.
Yeah, so December could have 2.
Likely will, based upon the need to pay bills, but we can cross that bridge when we get to it.
Perfect.
Any other questions?
No, everything else I was good with.
Is there a motion to adopt these resolutions?
Is everybody okay with everything? Okay. I'll make a motion to adopt resolutions 2024-215 through 2024-221.
I'll second.
Roll call.
Mr. Tracy?
Yes.
Mrs. Florence Lynch?
Yes.
Mr. Cole?
Yes.
Mrs. Russell?
Yes.
Mayor Hurd?
Yes. All right, there are no items listed for discussion. There are no reports and notices. Next on the agenda is council reports and announcements. Councilman DeRisi from the phone.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I don't have much tonight. I just want to wish everybody happy Thanksgiving. We have a lot to be thankful for, especially me at this point in time. And I just want to thank Ms. Marsh for setting up this phone call for me. So thank you.
Anytime.
Thank you, Mr. DeRisi. Councilwoman Florence Lynch.
All right, just a couple of things. Let's see. Most of us attended the annual risk management seminar at the League this past week, and that's put on by the municipal excess, whatever, liability.
Insurance fund.
Which is called the MEL. That's why we call it the MEL. But it went through issues relating to the rising costs of property casualty insurance and all that. So, it's a good discussion. It talks about, different things that government can do to help control costs, and they go through a panel discussion. So, we do that every year because that kind of helps save money, for a little bit of money for the town. So you get credit for that. So that was good. And then there were some other seminars you could go to, fair housing, economic development, different things like that. So always good to go, even if you just pick up 1 or 2 things. So that was good. I noticed the press release. Everybody probably saw the press release from the county on November 14th. They announced that the Pompton Valley Rail Trail, as it's called, is now officially partially opened. That's a good word, right? Officially partially opened. But I guess they're expected to finish it in early spring, and then they'll have, the commissioners said that next year they'll do a big to-do and celebration on that once it's complete. Everybody might have saw also that Morris County is promoting shopping at small businesses throughout the county this Saturday, November 30th. So please
Shop
support,
local.
Shop local, support your small businesses this season. It really helps the community when you do that. There's a grand opening at a new place opening up called Back 9. It's over in the Dunkin' Donuts strip mall on 23, and that grand opening is Friday, December 6th at 4 o'clock. It's kind of neat. It's a golf simulator type of thing, and it's indoors. And if anybody wants, I know they're looking for corporate sponsors, so if anybody has interest in that. Let's see, what else did I have? Congratulations to the fire department, to our junior firefighter, new member. Were these all out of... Yeah, junior firefighter Aylin Benet, congratulations to him. Justin, I can't say these names, Justin DeAntonis, he's...
DeAntonis.
Thank you. Engine Company 1. Congratulations to him, and Frank Garin from Engine Company 2. So congratulations to all those new members, and thank you for volunteering. I'm kind of skipping around. I'm sorry I didn't have these in order. If anyone's interested, I know there's just an announcement. The Chamber of Commerce is looking for new members. They're going to have a meeting on December 3rd at the Scribble Garden. So if you want to join the Chamber of Commerce, that's a good time to join. Now, I'm just going to mention this. I had already talked to Adam about this, but I just want to make sure that the council doesn't want to do anything. So a couple of years ago, we were talking about our website, peqtwp.org, and how a lot of people, I think people are getting the hang of it now, but they used to say, what is that again? So it was recommended, because somebody had given me some domain names to look up. If we ever wanted it, PequannockTWP.org is available, as well as PequannockTWSP.org. But I had talked to Adam about it. He felt that everybody knows this, so unless the council has another feeling, I guess we're gonna just let it go. A couple people had asked me, anybody have a thought on it? Or you think we're good with what we got?
If it ain't broke, don't fix.
Yeah, I think we're good with what we have, but I do think the website could be a little more user-friendly.
Well, that's kind of an ongoing thing, right? Do we look at the website?
If there's any specific feedback, I'd be happy to try to implement it.
All right. I just didn't want to
Not specific, it's just people, just like,
Well,
it's so
the
hard to
challenge is I
find.
don't know what that means.
Gotcha.
So if someone says, I can't find this, or it's too far down on the page, or it's too many clicks to get to that, I'd be happy to try to tweak
Okay, I'll ask for
whatever we
more
can.
specifics.
But, yeah, we have a specific user interface that exists. It's
There's a lot of
scratch.
stuff, and it's just hard to, how do you figure out
No,
how to
I know,
navigate
it's-
it?
What
And I
one
mean,
person, what one
yeah.
person finds is completely logical and a meaningful way to find it, somebody else thinks it's illogical. So if there's anything specific,
Yeah, I'll
we
just
always
ask people
welcome
to be more
feedback.
specific, because they always say, oh, it's just so difficult, and I go, okay.
Yeah,
I don't know
whatever
how to
it
make
is,
it
if there's a way to
better.
try to address any concerns, I'm happy to try or explain why something exists.
And the only reason I bring this up is I just wanted to make sure that everybody was on the same page and didn't have a different thought. Otherwise, I'm fine with it. I did look up.
Are they free?
No.
They're not expensive, though. I know that if you put in Pequannock Township.org, it's kind of like all this Chinese writing. I don't know what it is, but so.
Are you sure you spelled it right?
But like it was just, it was hard to, like, I don't know if it's somebody's website or what. And then, of course, we know that the Board of Ed has Pequannock.org. So that's the only reason I brought it up. Does it make sense to change it, or are we good? But I said my piece, and that's that. So, what else? This is some other stuff that can wait. I noticed this is something maybe we can talk about in the future. I know that
You
Senator...
got like 10 pages.
No, well, because I printed it out. No, I wasn't going to read it. I just printed it out before I came.
Listen, you're going to be limited to 3 minutes now.
Oh, stop. All right, I'll save this for next time. But it
Is
was
that the
about
Tony Bucco one?
Yeah, it was
It's
about...
out for the next meeting.
Right.
I already asked
You
that.
already asked?
Yeah.
All right, okay. I just want to make sure somebody brought it up. That's
Perfect
all.
sense, yes.
Okay, thank you. Did I go that
Thank
long?
you, Councilwoman. No, I mean, I don't, guys, do you have any other things to say? Should we just
Oh,
move on?
and the courts look great. I went by them.
They do.
Okay, thank you.
Good job.
Councilman Cole, do you have anything to add?
Yes, so Company 2 met on 11/14. They are having a cigar night on December 7th at the Franklin Steakhouse. It's $125 a person, including 2 premium cigars, buffet, premium buffet also, and beer and wine is included. So if anyone is interested, please see anyone on Company 2. Congratulations to all the First Aid Squad officers that were sworn in at the installation dinner, and congratulations to our wonderful First Aid Squad crew. The Veterans Ball was on the 17th. It was a great day for all of Pequannock veterans. If anyone is asking, the plaques of the veterans have been removed. They were temporarily put up for the presentation, and they will be going back up in the next 3 to 4 weeks.
Are the plaques going to look the same, or are you changing them? Was that just for the...
It was just for that. I mean, we're talking to a different printer now, so there's going to be a frame around it, like a plastic frame, and then they're going to be actually screwed into the wall.
It
There's
was
going to
really
be
interesting to see like a physical picture as well as a name.
There's going to be a UV coating added if we use the plaques. Whatever we use, there's going to be a UV coating put on them. But we had 215 people at the luncheon. We probably had 500 to 600 people at the high school that day. there's a QR code that if you can scan it, you can, brings you right to the school website. You can actually find out what panel you're on, and, you know, it's a little tricky getting used to it, but I mean, you know, I was able to show people how to use it, so that's a good thing. So happy Thanksgiving to everyone. Kyle, I think you're going to bring up the December 16th meeting?
Yes.
Okay. Can we talk to the county now about parking across from the swim lanes now, or is it not
I've
official?
had an ongoing conversation to attempt to get a draft document back and forth.
Okay.
And they've been, the Parks Commission, not the county, has been somewhat responsive. I believe they're going to want to close out the whole project to get the grants done before they want to execute an agreement. But I will continue to make them aware of our interests.
We were hoping that, you know, this past swim season, we would have parking, but we didn't.
And the next swimming season is coming up.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. So, I mean.
We will continue to ask.
Yeah,
I suspect the answer will be no, based upon the conversations I've had.
They turned it over to
I mean,
us, though.
if we can get it done before swimming season, I mean, that would be.
Turn it over to the county.
You know.
I will try.
And then congratulations to the new firefighters, and I am not going to try to pronounce their names, I'm just going to say congratulations to the new firefighters. Thank you for volunteering.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Councilwoman Russell?
Okay, on the 16th for committee meetings, can you guys all make 5 o'clock instead of 6?
Yes.
Yes.
I can make 5. John, can you make 5?
Sure, why not?
Okay, good. So I'll make,
Thought you fell asleep there, John.
No, we're still here.
yeah, the courts do look great. Great job by everybody. Environmental styrofoam pickup will be in January, so if you get a new TV for Thanksgiving or Christmas, save that styrofoam. We'll be doing that pickup again down at PV Park. Congratulations to our fire department and their new members, and our first aid squad, and all the new officers. At the library meeting, they approved the shared services agreement, and I want to wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving. That's it.
Beautiful. Okay, I will ditto everything everybody said. This Sunday, December 1st, is the Pequannock Township tree lighting. The parade starts at 4 p.m. We're lighting the tree about 5:30. There's going to be a bunch of stuff there for the kids and everybody, so it is an amazing event. I can't wait for it. First Aid Squad has their Santa breakfast on Saturday, December 7th from 8 to 11, and I hear that Santa is actually going to be there himself. Other than that, happy Thanksgiving for everybody, and that's all I have. Moving right along. Next on the agenda is public comment. As a reminder, we welcome comments, suggestions, and questions rather than dialogue during the public comment period. And comments are limited to 3 minutes. If anyone wishes to address the council, please wait to be recognized. Come to the microphone and provide your name for the record. Come on up.
Good evening, Paul Mailer. Just a quick question. Who do I turn to arrange for a banner across the turnpike for an event in town?
That's a good question.
Do you want me to answer that now, or do you want me to?
Well, as I said, we answer everything after we close up, but he's got it written down, so yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Anybody else? Seeing none, would you like to answer that question?
Since we don't have the...
We don't do that anymore, is the answer. The answer would have been it's only up for municipal events, so it's only township-sponsored events, but we had a situation where the wire came down and impacted a car, causing a claim, so the banners across the turnpike have stopped.
So there's no more banners now?
The area where it was previously hung, there's no longer a wire to hang about it.
Oh, that stinks.
So there was a wire that was always there that they...
Correct. And it was limited only by operational policy to municipal events, but the wire came down unfortunately and impacted a car. We utilized lawn signs and the electronic sign in front of the fire safety house in lieu of that. So that's why for the hoedown, by way of example, you saw a lot more lawn signs around displaying it, because normally there would have been a banner across the street.
And what in front of the firehouse? The digital sign?
digital
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, thank you for that. Since there are no minutes to be approved, next on the agenda is closed discussion. Is there a motion to approve Resolution R 2024-222, authorizing the town council to meet in executive session to discuss health services contract negotiations?
So moved.
I get a second?
I'll second.
All in favor? Aye. Opposed? At this time, the public portion of the meeting is recessed for closed session. Thank you, everyone.